on Sunday, had about a 14, 15-hour travel day. And then 48 hours later, had to play an exhibition game over at Oregon State. Um, and we really gave them a game. I think we learned a lot about ourselves on that Indiana trip and kind of put it into action literally 2 days later. Down seven at halftime, ended up losing by 17. But yeah, it was really fun. We arguably had the best player on the court that night. And so that's really cool. That was a fun experience. You don't get to experience that stuff every single year at our level, playing against Division I schools. But it was great. It was a counting game for them. Didn't count for us, but yeah, that was really fun. Gave them a good game.
That's sweet. Um, do you sense any sort of like them getting frustrated that they couldn't put you guys away sooner? Do you guys notice that at all? Or is it kind of you get to see that they're also getting to work on all of their stuff as well and just kind of get to see that process? Did you notice any sort of nervousness or like, come on, like why can't we put these dudes away?
I think there was maybe a little bit of frustration. It's hard to know, like, if that's because they think they should be putting us away or if they're just not playing well. Obviously, it's a counting game for them, so um, you know that win or loss goes on their record. So there's like that built-in pressure from that. I don't know if they were expecting us to give them the game that we did. So maybe that was a little bit of it. It was our goal. It was one of our goals to make them call the first timeout. But yeah, we went quite a ways without a timeout being called, except for the media's. And yeah, it was. I think it was maybe just shocking for them. But they ended up pulling away. They got up by 27 at one point, and then we closed the game on a 10-0 run to make it under 20 and get it to 17, which is that's a win for us, honestly, in that situation. So I think they were thoroughly impressed. Comments just from coaches after the game, and I think it does things for them at their level. And I'm not going to speak for Division I teams and how they think about things, but I think in those types of games, you're looking for a team like us to come in and kind of make you work on things, but at the same time get a win out of it. And I think we kind of did that. Like they didn't blow us out of the water by 40, 50 points. Um, we didn't beat them, so it doesn't really look bad for them. But they still got to work on stuff. It's not like their end of the bench guys were playing throughout the course of the game. They had to stick to the rotation and play the rotation. So I think we kind of gave them what they were looking for, which was really good.
Hmm. That's sweet. I don't know how much truth there was to this, but um, before I got to Bushnell, formerly known as Northwest Christian, before I got there, you and you were on this team where you guys got to play against Oregon State and Oregon in the preseason and get to kind of see both of those. While I was there, I think both years we got to go play against Oregon, and then I didn't get the chance to be on that Oregon State floor and get to see that. There was rumors that possibly that game was canceled on the Oregon State end by a little bit of fear that we might actually put them away with the team that we had my freshman year, your junior year. So you never know what's actually true or not, but I heard some rumors. And we had the talent, I think, to do so.
Well, hey, I think obviously, like, so my sophomore year before you got there, when we played at Oregon State, we ended up winning conference that year, and we went to the Sweet 16. So, like, we were coming off of a good year if we were to go back to Oregon State that next season. So sometimes I would venture to guess that maybe that plays a role. You know what I mean? Um, we've had exhibitions in recent years with like some Division II schools where we have given them a really good game and taken them to overtime. And a lot of teams from our conference beat Division II schools. And so sometimes like those schools don't want to ask you back because they're not trying to take an L in those situations. You know what I mean?
Oh
Um,
yeah.
when a school is paying you to come play and you take a loss, like that school that's paying you takes a loss, that's not really a good look, and that's yeah, that's two negatives right there. So now you're giving money and you're gaining a loss on your record. So
Oh yeah, that is a bad situation. That is a hard one to recover from.